I know I'm several months late to hop on this game because this game came out a while ago, but also Happy New Year, by the way. But as with every game that I buy, I usually wait for it to go on sale. So yeah, I think that's a pretty valid thing to do if I do say so myself. I think so too. Anyway, I heard a lot of great things about Clair Obscur Expedition 33 before it won 9 awards at the Game Awards, and well, also the winter Steam sale. So yeah, I just decided to hop on the game and see what all the hype was about. Now, before I go into my review, just know, as with a lot of the review videos that I've made before, yeah, there's gonna be spoilers, so you've been warned, my silly little gooses. Geese. I should probably move on. But yeah, Expedition 33 is one of the best games I've played in my entire life, actually. I haven't really played that many story-driven games. I think I've only played like Peak so far. So also if you guys have any other story-driven games that you'd like me to try out, yeah, put them in the comments below. I'll definitely get play it whenever there's a sale, or you know, if I could just get a good chance to play it. But yeah, I would know what Peak is because I've played League of Legends and Valorant before.
Shut the fuck up!
Alright, moving on though. The story of Expedition 33 revolves around the citizens of Lorien trying to survive in their world, since every year a handful of them are erased from existence in an event called the Gamage. The people that are erased are those who are the same age as the number shown on the monolith, which is where the paintress resides. Every year, Lumiere sends out a team of expeditioners to solve the mysteries of the world, as well as stopping the paintress and the Gamage. Now, the synopsis I just gave is, well, your typical RPG game. But this is all fake! I swear, that twist legit... Not, like, I swear, that twist just had me staring at my screen just like... See, the main story isn't about stopping the paintress, but rather how a family is torn apart by grief. Like, you're so excited that you finally managed to stop the paintress, then all of a sudden, everyone fucking dies, and then you find out that the entire world of Lumiere and the expeditions were all a painting made by the real Verso. Also, the fact that the paintress wasn't the one killing everybody, but rather it was the real version of Renoir. See, I already loved the journey getting to the paintress in Act 2, but finding out about what this world really meant is what really struck me hard in the feels, you know? Finding out that this world is the last memento of Alicia's brother and realizing how his death broke the Descendre family turned this into a much deeper story. While Renoir is gamaging everyone, you truly do empathize with him and understand his point of view. Yes, it is painful that he lost a child, but that loss is also making him lose his entire family. He and Clair are the only ones who realize that the entire canvas, much like most of the story, is mere delusion that only ignores the pain. While I do like Alicia/Maëlle and understanding why she wants to stay in the canvas, you start to realize how incredibly selfish she was being towards the end of the game. She's forcing the fake Verso to live forever in tormented life where he's just constantly tired, while also slowly killing herself and tearing her family apart even further. As you're fighting her, she tries her best to convince you to stay in the canvas, but again, that would only hurt her family more than help, and it would continue the cycle that her mother, the paintress that we were trying to kill in Act 2, was already in. The biggest motif that I saw, at least, was that hiding the pain simply doesn't make it go away. It only delays its effect, as seen in her ending. Speaking of all these characters though, I did enjoy each and every one of them in their own unique sense and in their own light. Now honestly, it's gonna take too long. It'd probably have to be another video if I were to, you know, talk about each and every single one of the characters. So I'll only be focusing on Alicia/Maëlle. Fuck it, I'll just call her Alicia for the rest of the video, and Verso. Alicia is the real main character of this game. Rest in peace, Gustave. And she is a complex character. As Maëlle, she is a sassy teenager who personifies what Alicia would have been like had the accident not happened where Verso died. As she remembers who she is and comes back into the canvas, she turns into someone who's desperate to stay in a dream without facing the consequences. She is someone who is relatable though, since you can understand her point of view, especially as someone who's as young as her. She's been through tragedy that no one should have to go through, but has to live a painful existence. Like, she already has a full life ahead of her, but she wants to live with her brother in the past, whom she cherished very deeply. It's understandable when you lose a family member, and her journey in navigating through the pain is what made her feel like a real person rather than just a character. As for Verso, he's kinda suspicious when you first meet him, but it's mainly because he's hiding the pain of two families, the painted version of the Descendre family and the real Descendre family. He's made friends with the goats like Esquier and Monoko and cherishes his time with them. He also cherishes his family, the painted ones, but realizes that their existence is what's causing the main turmoil of their world. He was basically the man puppeteering a lot of the expeditions to get closer and closer to defeating the Paintress, although there probably was some sabotage involved. But he's doing it all so that Mael can at least recover her memories and face the truth of the world. Yeah, he's the hot mystery man, but his journey in the canvas is one riddled with pain and hardship, which is why it takes him a while to open up to a lot of the Lumierans in the party. Also, fuck it, I'm just gonna glaze the two best characters in this game, in my opinion so far, Esquier and Monoko. Esquier is such a chill guy, like he goes with the flow of everything, and he's also just fucking adorable. Monoko, he's literally the personification of a dude. Like, this scene here, where you recruit him, is straight up two dudes planning to hang out, and I fucking love it. Again, they're my favorites if you couldn't fucking tell. But yeah, now that I'm done with the glazing, I'd like to address the complaints many have had with this game. While the gameplay is just like your typical RPG, with the bonus of manual dodging and parrying, thank god, the story, art style, and music are what make this game truly stand out. Many of the major complaints I've seen about the game is its lack of innovation on the RPG genre, and how the UI is basically nothing new compared to other RPGs. Now, I do agree that none of the UI is anything new. Hell, it looks very similar to Persona 5's UI and other popular RPGs, but I don't think it's very fair to judge an entire game based off that. But I will give it a 0 out of 10 because I can't fuck my boy Monoko. Okay, sorry about that. Let's get back to it. The main point of a lot of RPGs is not the gameplay, but rather the story. Okay, yes, the gameplay is also a very big factor since it's a video game after all, but it's not the point for a lot of story-driven RPGs like this. Also, it's very hard to innovate on the RPG formula in general since many games follow the same formula. Players and bots take turns while strategizing builds and attacks. Hell, I'm not sure how I'd even innovate on this formula, and at that point, it's just people trying to be unique by hating on something popular. A lot of people also complained about the graphics, which I understand, but this is Unreal Engine 5. And also, this is a game from an indie studio that didn't have that high of a budget compared to other studios. I mean, Activision is a very big company, and they're literally putting out some of like the worst games known to mankind. Sure, it looks pretty, but that's like dating a gold digger who's very attractive. A waste of time and resources. But yeah, I love this game. I have over 70 hours, probably close to 80 hours on this game, because I'm a sweaty little grinder. I'm fighting every optional boss. I did beat every optional boss. Thank God, Simon the Divergent Star. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. The OST's comprised of banger after banger. The environments are breathtaking. Like, it's not fucking fair. How do you say that this song was a draft that was meant to be thrown out, and then you release a free DLC called Verso's Drafts, and you're telling me that Verso, an artist's rough drafts, look like that? My rough drafts look like this. But yeah, I do hope that many of the players enjoyed the game as much as I did, and for those of you who haven't picked it up yet, and I don't know why you watched this video because I kind of spoiled the entire thing for you, but if you guys really, would like to play this game based off all the things that I've said, I'd be honored that you did think of that. But also, yeah, it's really fun. It's a really great game. I would really recommend this to all my other friends. But if I know you personally, I probably wouldn't spoil it for you. Yeah, like, the story is incredible, and it will break your hearts. And one more thing, what the fuck do you mean that this is only a $50 game? I got this for $40 Steam sale. I mean, it's only a $10 thing, but $10 is $10. Like, come on. Like, this is the definition of a $70 game. And they added a free DLC again. Like, you know who else did that? God of War. Goated game series. God of War Ragnarok, Valhalla DLC, banger game, and banger DLC. And I got it on a Steam sale still, but like that's like $60, 50, 60. I'll fact check myself while editing this. But these two are the definitions of a modern $70 game. Not Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't played that, so if I offended Shadows fans, sorry. But from what I've seen at least, it doesn't look like a great game. And what the fuck do you mean that Black Ops 7 is a $70 game? Those look like the $40 games. Hell, I probably wouldn't even pay $30 for them. See where passion gets you in the game industry? Peak Overwatch. That was pure passion. Like, back when it first released, that was pure passion. They kind of did care about the players. And then, well, but yeah, sorry for that mini rant. That's all I got. Thank you to like the 250 something subs that still stayed with me when I didn't upload for a while. Again, holiday seasons and also other shit was going on, so I was really busy. But thanks for sticking around, and I hope to be able to supply you with other content. Yeah, that's all I got for today though. Peace.